So, you hate your job. Trust me, you're not the only one. The term career change is being Googled now more than any other time in recent history, and it's no surprise why. People are burnt out, stressed, and exhausted, working in fields they don't really care about, doing work they don't actually love. I have a feeling that's why you found this video. And if it is, well, congratulations. This is a huge step, and I'm really proud of you. As someone who's been through a career change himself, I really wanted to give you guys a checklist to help you get from A to Z when it comes to your career change. So the first thing in this checklist that I want you to consider is now the right time? I get it, you're in a, let's call it a crappy situation, shall we? Before you do, let's just, you and me, have a quick chat for a moment. Is this actually the right time to put additional pressure on you and your family? If you're single at the beginning of your career or maybe don't have many responsibilities, then sure, maybe this is the perfect time for you. But more likely than not, you have a family or at the very least some bills that you need to be able to pay. These are the questions that I want you to ask yourself. If I leave my job, how will it affect my partner? If I leave my job, how will it affect my children? If I leave my job, how will it affect my finances? And finally, if I leave my job, how will it affect me and my mental health? And if you're satisfied with the answers you just gave yourself, then awesome, let's move on to step 2. This is the fun part. The next thing that I want you to do is pick some careers that interest you. Always wanted to be a chef? Maybe you're interested in learning carpentry? This is where you really get to let your imagination soar. Go back to your days as a kid and dream up whatever it is that you want to be. Now's your chance, so let's take advantage. Once you have an idea of what you might want to do, step 3 is where we're going to learn all about this new work. Now, in a perfect world, you're going to speak to a number of people who have been in the role that you're looking at and considering for a number of years. Getting the perspective from people who have just started in their career, who have been in their career for a few years, and who are experts in that field is awesome for getting perspective and insights into how you might enjoy your day-to-day within that role as well. But what do you do if you don't know anyone? Well, there are 2 primary options. The first one is hopping on good old LinkedIn and networking. Networking does not have to be scary. Just think of it like making friends for adults. And trust me, LinkedIn is not Twitter or Facebook. The people in there are much, much more helpful than either of those platforms. So this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna search for those careers that you've identified and find some people in roles that might interest you. Then send a friendly message, introduce yourself, tell a little bit about your story and explain why you're looking to make a career change into this field. And end it by asking for 5 to 10 minutes of their time, either on something like Google Meets or Zoom, to ask some questions to really help you identify if this is truly an area that you might want to commit yourself to. Now, if you're a bit shy, maybe you don't have a LinkedIn yet or just aren't ready for this type of commitment or outreach, I do have one other secret tip for you. Day in the life videos. No, seriously, you'll be amazed at how many professionals just record themselves doing their job every day. Chefs, writers, salespeople, developers. If you wanted to job shadow anyone, now's your chance. In every career change journey, there comes a time where you have to pull out your checkbook. Wait, are the people that are gonna watch this, do they even use checkbooks anymore? In every career journey, there comes a time where you have to pull out your one-tap, no buttons required Apple Pay device. That's better. So don't just pick a sexy career. Like I'm telling you guys, if you just watch Suits, law will not be nearly as fun. But in many fields, like law, significant investment is required if you want to do work in that field. So make sure you understand the academic requirements that come along with the type of work that you want to do. And even if there aren't academic requirements, please keep in mind there still might be financial investment that you need to do to either get the job or to at least make yourself competitive versus the rest of the candidate pool. And honestly, if you're not willing to invest at least a little bit of your money into this career change, I'm gonna wager that you probably aren't considering a career that you really want to do. Now it's time for arguably the most important part of your checklist. It's time to apply your knowledge. You know, it's great that you've sat in classes, maybe read some books, listened to videos, or listened to podcasts, but none of these really give a hiring manager an idea of how you will perform in the role. But there are 2 ways that you can help build yourself a track record without ever having actually worked in that role. The first one is school, the second one is volunteer. You see, many academic programs will have a very hands-on approach to learning. Things like hospitality and health science are often going to have practical lessons for you to take what you've learned in the classroom and apply it to real-world environments. But if you don't have that type of academic offering for the field of work that you want to get into, consider volunteering. Just hear me out. If you want to get into sales, for example, but don't have any experience, consider being a volunteer fundraiser. You'll be able to knock door to door, have conversations with people, and start to show real results from your ability to negotiate and sell. If you want to get into marketing, start a social media page, maybe start building some websites. Even if you want it to be a developer, you can make a game or an app for fun. Ultimately, my point is there are so many ways for you to take the theory that you've been learning up to this point and apply it so you can start to build yourself a track record and prove your results. Now it's time to get that resume started. Now, I won't go into the specifics of what to put in your resume in this video because we actually just made an incredible resume video right here. It'll be the first link in the description, so please check that video out right after this one. So, what field are you considering moving into? What worries you most about your career change? What's got you the most excited? Let me know those and ideas for other videos that you guys want to see on the channel in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe for guidance through your career change. Anyways, guys, I'm Zach, and just like you, I've made a career change from tech sales to social media marketing. So trust me, if I can do it, you guys can too. I'll see you in the next one.